Among the many different 911 variants, one model stands out above all else. 2 letters, 1 number, GT3, it's back. Now, it's fair to say that the new generation 911 hasn't exactly blown us away, with first defeats to the Nissan GTR and Audi R8 and more recently Jaguar's XKR. But surely Porsche can't have got the GT3 wrong. Like the base Carrera, what we've got here is a mid-cycle refresh, a 997 Mark II if you like. So let's run through, other than the now obligatory daylight running lamps, what's new. Starting with the engine. It's the same motorsport derived block as before, but it grows in capacity of 3.8 litres. And should you forget, there's some natty little logos on that now larger rear wing to remind you. Power is up by about 20 brake horsepower to 435 or thereabouts. Torque is also up, and the red line creeps up by 100 RPM to 8,500. What we don't have on this new GT3, and unlike the regular 911 series, is direct fuel injection. One other surprising admission is a PDK gearbox. That's right, GT3 remains exclusively a 6-speed manual, which from my perspective is a huge relief, because its engine and gearbox are one of the best combinations in motoring. And if you listen to this, you'll see what I mean. There are a lot of small detail changes that we need to talk about with this new GT3, like the fact that these sharp new wheels save around 3 kilos of unsprung mass, and the fact that the front brake discs are larger and yet lighter. But the big news is the aerodynamics. And that's because this new GT3 produces around 4 times the downforce of the previous model, which has allowed Porsche to make the suspension stiffer and increase the thickness of the anti-roll bars, making it even sharper to drive. Now, with the new Carrera, one area that was a little bit disappointing was the steering, but I'm pleased to report in this GT3 it is as good as it always was. It is just a sensational car to steer. So has Porsche dropped a clanger with this new GT3? Not at all. It remains an absolute gem of a car. Now, I've not driven it on the track today, but I can't believe it would be anything but brilliant there. For me though, the key is how well it performs here on the road. It's just such an involving car to drive, and yet you really could use it every day. So if, like us, you've been a little bit disappointed with the standard 911, may I recommend the GT3.